Welcome back. Well, the SEMO Redhawks, they have the week off, coming back next week to face off against rival Southern Illinois in the War for the Wheel. So we felt that this week would be the perfect time to have Coach Matukewicz on the show to talk all things football. How you doing this morning?
I'm awesome. I wish I was more mature than this, but when you win, you know, you feel better. I don't know how that works.
Heck yeah. I mean, when you win, you definitely feel better. So obviously, let's talk about the season. You guys are 2-1 so far. How are you feeling about the season right now?
Well, I really like my team. I'm proud of how we've handled adversity. You know, we've had quite a bit of adversity, which most teams have, but these guys are really connected and care about each other. So when those things happened in a game, it really brought us together and was able to overcome a lot of those things. And so, you know, of course, it's an exciting win and all that, but you know, I don't think anybody's satisfied, and certainly that's not the goal and the mission of a program is to try to win a conference championship, so you just got to stay on mission.
Yeah, and so let's talk about last week's game. That was quite exciting and kind of confusing, I'm sure, for people too. Talk a little bit about what really happened there at the end.
Well, we got to celebrate twice.
Yeah, you did. You can't complain about that.
Every scoring play or change of possession play gets reviewed. And so when they signaled touchdown, you know, just our natural biology took over and everybody rushed the field and we thought we were good. They reviewed it and he did bobble it. And so I'm thankful that they got it right. I don't want to, you know, if I was on the other side, that'd be a terrible ending. And so we had to win it again. We did, kind of did it the hard way, but just made one of those games that's probably one of the craziest games I've been a part of. I've been doing it for 31 years, and to be able to win at home like that is really huge. Really appreciate the home field advantage we had. Great crowd, great tailgates, but probably more importantly is our student section. You know, over 1,000 students there. They stayed even when we were down 14 in the fourth. I wanted to leave, but they stayed with us, and they were a factor. You know, even UT Martin's coach talked about the crowd and how it affected their sideline. So very thankful of that and looking forward to continuing that tradition.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that when there are a ton of people out in the stands cheering you guys on, you know, you guys are probably taking note of that, and it really probably does amp up those players to know that they are playing for a crowd that wants to see them, you know, put on a good show. And I feel like you guys really did that, and you gave them, you know, something so exciting. Everyone loves a good game to watch that has some excitement with it, and I could imagine you guys probably a little bit of a nail biter and kind of nervous at times.
Yeah, I would rather win by 14 and just be calm, but you know, energy is contagious. You know, football is just different. It takes a tremendous amount of energy, and so when you have that sideline, when you have those crowds behind you, man, it is, you know, it's probably worth 3 points at least.
Oh, definitely. And so let's talk about the game coming up next week. That is against your guys' rivals, Southern Illinois Salukis, the War for the Wheel. How are we feeling ahead of that game?
Well, we're excited. I'm thankful that we have a bye. Emotionally, we've kind of been on one, and so we need to refill the tanks here a little bit. We are banged up a little bit, so that's nice. But we feel great. You know, the last 4 or 5 years, it's been a fourth quarter game. It's been exciting. And it's fun for both regions to have a rival like that. You know, they showed up last year at our stadium well. They traveled well. We need to travel well. We need a good red and black section there at Saluki Stadium. But I feel good. You know, I like my team. I trust my team. They got a good team. They're preseason top 10. They're number 8, I think, now. They got a tough game this weekend, so it's going to be exciting. Yeah,
I could imagine, and I know last year it was down by 1 point, and so this year I could imagine you guys are coming back for vengeance and going to take that wheel and probably bring it back to this side of the river, because that's always the goal for this game.
It is. You know, that's where it belongs, and I'm glad we play for a traveling trophy. It just makes it that much more exciting for the kids and all that. You know, it's tough to win it on the road, but that's the plan, and I know my players will focus and prepare. Ultimately, if you want to play well, you got to prepare well, practice well, and that's got to be our focus.
Yeah, of course. Well, it sounds like you guys have a really great team this year, and I wish you guys so much success and so much luck. We appreciate you coming on to the Breakfast Show, too, to talk to us a little bit about the season. And, hey, if you guys need a great game to go to next Saturday, definitely head on out to Carbondale and see SEMO versus the Salukis. It's happening at 6 p.m. next Saturday. We'll be back here in just a bit.